Hello everyone, this is Malewaswa from the Computing Crew Group 10 BBC Year 2. Today I'm going to take you through how we came up with our project. First of all, our project is based on scenario 2, which is asset depreciation automation for Kabwohe Women's Group. The purpose of this system is to help the group compute depreciation automatically using Excel VBA or what we call the Visual Basic for applications. Now, before automation, Kabwohe Women's Group used to calculate depreciation manually, which was slow and prone to errors. Now we came up with a solution by creating an Excel-based system that allows login, asset registration, and automatic depreciation schedule generation. We are going to start with what we call the login form. Here, let us start with the login form. Here, on the login form, we set it that once this login form that once the system opens, or once someone opens the workbook, or when someone clicks on our Excel work file, the login form will appear. Let's go to that. Let's open our onboard workbook. Now here, on opening our workbook, you are going to see that the login form appears automatically. This is what I mean. Now, for example, here user enters the user name like BBC, then password. Now we said it only allows it's allowed a user to access only the one who is authorized. For example, if someone puts a wrong password like 2026, you will see that on clicking the login button, they will say that invalid name or user password. Now, meaning a user has to put in right credentials 2025. Now, on clicking the login button, you will see that the asset entry form opens automatically. Now, this is what I mean. Login, then after login, they say login successful. Here, automatically, the asset entry form will open automatically. Now, on the asset entry form, it allows a user to enter details of a new asset, including we have the asset name, the cost, the salvage value, useful life, which is in years. We have the depreciation method, and this one has a combo box where you select one of the three. Then here the user can choose from the three methods: the straight line, sum of year digits, and the declining. A user can choose one. Now, after filling this form, you click submit. After clicking submit, automatically it calculates and saves the record. Now, the record is saved in the asset register sheet, which is an automatically created sheet. Let us log in here. We have the asset name as machine. Then we have the cost as let me say 10 millions. Have the salvage value to be 4 millions. Then we have the useful life to be 5 years. Now, we select the depreciation method as straight line, then we submit. After submitting, automatically you see that the asset recorded and depreciation schedule created successfully. Okay, now once the asset is saved here. Now, on our asset register, we created this sheet when we are starting to design this program. We created this system. We created this asset register sheet so that the input into the asset register form will save automatically to this sheet. Now, after you see that it had the asset name, cost, salvage value, useful life, and others, then we also have the depreciation schedule. Now, this depreciation schedule, that once this asset is added here, the system automatically creates a new sheet named after the asset. For example, we use the depreciation, then the asset name here, which is machine, as you can see here. Now these are all computed automatically using built-in Excel functions like the ln, the db, the declining balance, and the sum of verdicts, as well as the VBA loops. Now this makes the process accurate, consistent, and much faster. As you can see, it has years, it has the beginning book value, depreciation expense, has the annual expense, then the ending book value. Now here, when building our system, we also made sure that we have what we call data validation and feedback. Now the system checks for missing or valid input. Here, if you leave a field empty or enter wrong value, the program shows a message asking you to correct it. Now this ensures data quality and prevents errors in calculation. For example, when we come to our developer here, we come to Visual Basic. I want us to open the form, the asset entry form. Yeah, it's here. Then when we try to run it, we want to see data validation and feedback. Now when we put, let me say the asset name is car, then you have the cost 5 millions, then the salvage value, let's say 2 millions, the useful life, let's say age. Remember, it's supposed to be in years. When you try to submit, you can't submit that because it is invalid. That's what we call data validation. It ensures data quality and prevents errors in calculation. Now when you insert the right values, you will be able to submit that form. Now we have seen behind these forms we have the login form. We have code behind. We have code behind them. For example, we have code for buttons. Then we have the code for the input, the text input boxes. Now, for example, we have here we have the code for the username and password. We have for the submit button. We have the one for cancel button. Yeah. Then we can also look at this asset entry form. We also have code behind. Then we have this one. The first one is for the combo box method. Then we have the cancel button, submit, and other codes. Now lastly, we also have this main module, the code in the main module. Then we have this workbook. Now here, what this code means: the private sub workbook open, then form login show. Now here, this code tells us that whenever a user opens the system, the login form must appear. For example, let me close and you see practically what I mean by this. Now when a user comes here and he opens our system, you will see that the login form will appear automatically, and that's what we mean by that. Now here as I conclude this, you can see that our Excel VBA system automates the management of asset depreciation for Kabwohe Women's Group. Here it is easy to use, it's accurate, and eliminates the need for manual work. Now lastly, I will thank you for watching our video. If you want to rewatch this video, you can if you want to rewatch this video, you can visit our YouTube channel named Malewaswa, and you'll be able to watch this video. You like, subscribe, share to friends. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.